In this podcast episode, the host sits down with Mel Robbins, a renowned expert on confidence and motivation, to discuss the challenges of making positive changes in life. Robbins shares her unique perspective on the struggles people face when trying to break free from negative patterns and offers valuable insights into how to overcome these obstacles. One of the key points Robbins emphasizes is the importance of taking control of your life by making the decision to change. She uses the metaphor of life as a road trip, where at any moment you can pull over and change direction. This decision to pivot and turn in a new direction is crucial for initiating positive change. Robbins also addresses the issue of feeling stuck and the difficulty of breaking free from negative thought patterns. She highlights the impact of the inner voice, which often perpetuates self-criticism and doubt. By recognizing the influence of this inner narrative, individuals can begin to challenge and change their thought patterns. Furthermore, Robbins discusses the role of motivation in driving change, stating that motivation is unreliable and not always present when needed. Instead, she advocates for an action-first approach, where individuals commit to taking positive steps, even when they don't feel motivated. By focusing on behavior first, individuals can begin to shift their mindset and create lasting change. Additionally, Robbins delves into the concept of hope and the role it plays in driving change. She emphasizes the importance of wanting something better for oneself, even if the belief in deserving it is not yet present. By making the decision to pursue a better life and taking consistent actions aligned with that goal, individuals can begin to shift their perspective and create positive change. Robbins emphasizes the importance of understanding our intrinsic drivers and setting goals that align with our values and desires. She shares her personal experience of being driven by the need to feel seen and loved, and how this realization led her to take a more intentional approach to her goals and aspirations. She also discusses the concept of temporal landmarks, such as January 1st, as opportunities for self-assessment and goal setting. One of the key concepts discussed in the podcast is the let them theory, which encourages individuals to let go of the need to control others and focus on taking responsibility for their own actions and emotions. Robbins shares a personal anecdote about using the let them approach during her son's junior prom, where she learned to let go of her expectations and allow her son to make his own decisions. She explains how this approach can lead to a greater sense of peace and empowerment, as well as a deeper understanding of one's own desires and values. Robbins also discusses the importance of setting goals and dreams and how they can serve as beacons for directing our lives. She encourages listeners to explore their dreams and aspirations and to use them as guiding principles for their future endeavors. She also emphasizes the importance of self-reflection and understanding one's starting point before embarking on a journey towards their goals. The podcast also touches on the topic of trauma and its impact on behavior and emotions. Robbins shares her personal experience of dealing with trauma and how it has influenced her approach to setting goals and managing her emotions. She emphasizes the importance of seeking therapy and other forms of support to address trauma and its effects on one's life. One of the key themes of the podcast is the impact of fear on people's lives. Robbins discusses how fear has controlled her for years and how she has finally found the answers to live the rest of her days better. She emphasizes the importance of taking responsibility for one's truth and expressing it, as well as setting boundaries and focusing on healing. Another significant topic of the podcast is the diagnosis of ADHD in adulthood. Robbins shares her personal journey of being diagnosed with ADHD at the age of 47 and how it changed everything for her. She highlights the differences in how ADHD presents in boys and girls, as well as the link between ADHD and childhood trauma. The conversation sheds light on the challenges faced by women with undiagnosed ADHD and the impact of anxiety on their lives. The podcast also delves into the complexities of menopause and the challenges women face during this stage of life. Robbins candidly discusses the overwhelming changes in her body and the conflicting advice surrounding menopause. She expresses her frustration with the lack of scientific research and understanding of women's hormone health, emphasizing the need for more comprehensive and accessible information on the topic. When asked about her goals, Robbins shares that her main goal is to enjoy life and have a great relationship with her children and husband. She becomes emotional when talking about her children and the time she spends with them, highlighting the importance of these relationships in her life. The conversation concludes with a thought-provoking question left by the previous guest. What is the most difficult challenge that you have overcome? Robbins reflects on the process of rewiring her nervous system and deprogramming the negative patterns ingrained by trauma, fear, and anxiety. She emphasizes the importance of self-awareness and the tools needed to navigate these challenges.